Just continuing the mining once again. Again, going to take a long time. So picking up this. This is one of those like resources that you don't really think much of, but when you run out of dirt, it's like it's, it's like one of the most annoying things to gather for me, anyways. Um, well, for me, anyways, because when I normally run out of dirt, it's when I've finished projects like these that had me mining out whole entire areas of dirt. Just make it so difficult. Sure, I could probably use the slash fill command to make all of this air for now and fix it later by just placing blocks. But that's going to be losing me out on so much dirt that I do want to keep and lose out on other materials like the stone, the andesite, and all that because certain materials are like very useful for building. Tons of materials that are when I mine, which is why it always takes me so long just to complete one of these builds that I do. And I'm also down. The battery is also going down and down. If you can hear the background noise of like wind, it's because I have a fan pointed at the phone because I don't want it overheating. Also, wait, what was I trying to do? I was trying to. Don't know why I went to settings. Oh yeah, sound. That's why. 550. Also, I saw some people watching my arena breakout stuff before. I don't think I'm going to play arena breakout anymore. My reason is because it's gotten very boring. I don't because I don't play it as much anymore. I've gotten quite a lot of stuff there. Of course, I haven't played with. I do have some things like are expensive, like the old the girl frontline like stuff. I have a bunch of those items, well, one of each, and I do have one of the skins. I think I have one golden skin from um that event, but I do have quite a bit of the purple skins there. Actually, I think I am going to be playing another, but I'm just not going to be posting anymore. game is already laggy, and I bet a bunch of people agree with me. So that's why I don't think I'm going to be posting any breakout. Just that the game has become so laggy that it's honestly something I consider that I shouldn't play with. I shouldn't play when, or I shouldn't record when playing. Okay, another once again. That took a while to update. Yeah, okay. It's time to slowly fill this up first, so that I don't keep falling in. Also, I think everybody could see in previous videos, but I don't have mock griefing on. I just like having to fill creeper. I dislikes. I dislike having to fill creeper holes and all that stuff. And I hate how it destroys what I do. But in previous worlds, I would keep it off since I had cheats off. Then at some point, I just I was getting annoyed that I kept having to fill creeper holes until it just made me change how I play and ultimately decided to say F creepers and after griefing. And creepers are actually because most of the I actually like the creeper. It's such a nostalgic um like mob. I know I shouldn't be saying that as somebody that was in middle school back middle school? No, not even middle school. Uh it was elementary. Back when I was still still in elementary when it was 2018. So yeah, I'm pretty young. But yeah, again, also just gonna show this. I have a bunch. I got that from a child chambers. This is, by the way, just 4 hours from when I stopped recording the Forever World 2 video. Forever World 1 is just a shorter version, but I forgot to continue the recording. I think I've already said that on the Forever World 2 video, but yeah, forgot to resume recording after pausing it because I was doing something. I had to cook something. Because I hadn't ate breakfast yet, and of course it's about 8. It's 8 if I remember. Don't remember when I recorded the first video anyways. So yeah, see that. This is gonna take a while to fill out. Gonna check piece of it, night vision. At this point in this vision, this point where I'm at in this world, I don't think I'm gonna be going into um when I mine. I'm not going to use peaceful because oops because when I things like the since I'm very bad at the game, I normally just use things like cheats, like say called cheat, but I would make myself. I would put the game mode onto peaceful and play peaceful during things like going to the ancient city, because I don't enjoy difficulty, not difficulty, but I do enjoy playing hard games from time to time. Like I played Geometry Dash. I played Project Miku. If anyone knows Citus, also played things like COD on like a couple years ago. By now, right? No plans on playing that game again. I don't want to be a sweaty person that plays it. I'm not calling everyone a sweat, but Jesus, that game is such a place for sweats. The time I played was when snipers and shotguns were basically what everyone used. Like it was fun for a while until tried to actually rank up, and I always got teammates that were using snipers and missing all of their shots. Though when I was tryharding, I was either using M13, which I still used recently until I stopped playing. Not even recently, that was a couple years ago, like 2024, 2024 or 2025. It's not even a couple, that's 1 to 2 years ago. But yeah, I'm still using the M4 or M13, M4, but I do use the M4 still, yeah. It's one of the base weapons, but it's very accurate, and it's also one of the easiest weapons for me to use. I'd use shotguns as well if I was rushing objectives, or I just because patting was pretty easy in that game, or when I played. That's one of the easiest. Which I could use as well, the shotguns, because I didn't know how to flick, but I knew how to. I knew how to properly, not properly, but what am I even trying to say? Because I knew how it. No, what the fuck am I trying to say? I can't put into words for some reason. Basically, this stuff is just don't even know. Shotguns were just easy to use. That's it. It's easy to use. The easiest guns. In my opinion, SMGs were also pretty easy. Using SMGs like the QQ19, the Mac 10, the CBR4, and my other weapons would be an LMG, a Type 25, I think. That what it's called. Switch out ACR, not ACR, ICR, Man of War, Asval. What else? AK-117, DLQ Locus. What else? Trying to remember what each gun I used. I was grinding for NA45. Was using Holger. It's one of the LMGs. Was using the first LMG, the chopper, as well. Was getting used. It's just that there are quite a lot of weapons that I've gone through. Can't remember quite a lot of them. It's been a long time since I've actually played COD. Normally, it's just me doing whatever I like on that game, but so once again, things will get boring and you slowly fall in love with the game. That's what happened to me, anyways. The love of COD, because instead of being something for fun, I slowly went into the competitive route, competitive version. Not, it's always competitive, but not version. Competitive side. I could reach like the highest rank over 10 times. I know that's not impressive, but that is impressive for me, anyways, because I don't play much. Even back then, 2018, I slowly just really felt the love of the game. Huh, let the game die out. Just gonna do this. What are you gonna do? Again, doing this just for convenience. Don't keep falling down, because of course I'll be falling down later when I have to mine all of this, but not right now. Oops. Yeah. What's that going on up here? Oh yeah, about COD and its ranking stuff. Yeah, once again, as I said, I don't think I'm ever going to play that COD. I haven't spent any money on it, and the only game I spent money on that's shooter game is, I think, Arena Breakout. I did start playing Delta Force, but that became so boring so quickly. The players were so easy. Like, they were so easy to beat. And the thing is, I'm not saying that that's like an insult. It's just that I what I was experiencing. They're all just pretty weak. They kept killing themselves right off spawn, and they also just kept on dying and leaving almost immediately. There we go. Modifier is going to be 4. Basically, once again, just saying. So yeah, did I even do that correctly? That height. Yes, I did. Pretty sure I did anyways. What else to talk about? About hard games again. There are some difficult games that I don't really understand how people play as well. Like, for some reason, I can't play things like piano tiles. I have a harder time playing piano tiles than something like Citus 2 or Miku. Miku, the rhythm game, which is still a big WTF for me. How, like, still confused how I always struggle with it so badly. So after breaking this shovel, I think I'm gonna go to using the diamonds or my diamonds for making shovels because this takes such a long. This breaks so much. I have a ton of diamonds, but my iron could run out quickly because there are so many more uses for iron than there is for diamonds. Sure, I could use them to make better tools or gear, but that doesn't really be an advantage when I already have pretty good stuff. Basically, it's just a big. What am I supposed to do with it? Because I don't, I don't think I plan to use any mods like things like sleeping bags and other things, but might be I might want to use things like other equipment or normal equipment, but it's like to use texture packs. There are texture packs are gonna be interesting and things to add because I do love certain texture packs, but sometimes you just add too much change that don't feel like that feels like it's a whole completely different game. Though I wouldn't mind adding them having just for having fun because Minecraft is a game for fun. I don't really want to limit myself, but I want to add some sort of design. Well, not design, but some sort of mod, texture mod. If anyone's watching this, anyways, we, you could recommend me good texture packs. That would be much appreciated. Texture packs are something like modding is something I'm not too experienced about. I barely ever play modded stuff. The only modded stuff that I've played is a Pokemon themed one or Pokemon themed world with actual Pokemon. What else? What else? Not sure, but Pokemon themed stuff, dinosaur themed stuff. What else? Terraria weapons, uh, but all of those weren't from me modding it. It was me- from a world from that we were connecting through not like it's not like LAN, but we were connecting to each other by using internet. Let's see, someone opens the world, and you can join your friends when they open the world. If multiplayer is in, of course. But yeah, that's the only time I experienced mods aside from the world that I showed off in the video title World Showcase or something. That was my
first ever world with mods. My first world where it was just me mining cobblestone and all that. That was literally just a world I made for fun, and I was copying builds. It was basically a test world. It was fun. That world was fun, but it was so much less content. I built another portal. Built, I built a somewhat lackluster base. I did a whole video where it was just an hour of cobblestone mining. Can't believe so can't believe some people watched that because I saw views on it. That wasn't mine. So yeah, it's just that really interesting to see what people watch anyways. That's my channel is mostly just me posting gameplay vids and all that. And it isn't really that interesting in my opinion. I've been, instead of playthroughs and let's plays, for me, feel like I've started watching more things that are multiplayer. Just just having friends makes it more interesting. Like, when they play with you and all that, I think it's just more interesting than just being alone and playing by yourself. I'm not saying that playing by yourself is not entertaining. Not in that way. Like, I know some people are there. I'm 31 because that's what I thought of, but some people think of playing. I did say by yourself, not with yourself. But yeah, by yourself is still quite fun. It's just that it gets boring quick. And there's no one to really motivate you to keep playing. It's like it's easy to lose your spark of passion for what you're playing. Just happened to me numerous times. And I'll call it Delta Force, or in a Breakout, Minecraft, what else? Honor of Kings, Wild Rift, but, and other games that I spent a lot of time doing stuff on. Those are games that can get boring quickly if you don't have anyone to play with you. Same case happening with the Breakout. That's why I don't think I'm cool. That's why I don't feel like playing it anymore. Because I've done everything except for Forbidden Mode, which I'm not going with. I haven't played it because, sure, I have enough loot to do whatever it is on Forbidden Mode uh, on Arena Breakout, but the problem is that it's full of tryhards. The Team Deathmatch game mode, that's what I mostly played on recently because that's the most interesting for me. Not It's not like I only play that game mode, but it's pretty frequently now that I was only playing that game mode. It's so annoying to fight with tryhards there. Like, what the? Like, I almost say, not, I know my grammar's wrong, don't worry. But it's just that it's very difficult to actually know what my because once again, teammates can be terrible and they decided to just not call out anything or any of that sort. That's the most annoying part because I also don't have anyone to play or anyone to queue up with, so I'm basically playing solo queue over and over and over until I can actually get a win or something. But problem with that is, of course, there's no communication with randoms because for some reason they don't chat. I'm the only one that says go here, yada yada, on my way, and all that. But I guess that's just normal because so key is pretty much. I don't even know. I'm just tired about talking about this because I as my breathing gets interrupted every few seconds by this phlegm and sickness that I have. And yeah, it's just really annoying. I think I'm going to be shutting up and making the rest of this as a time lapse. Just gotta. It's pretty easy to do that anyways. Especially if I just stop the recording here and make another recording and just speed up that recording. But yeah, see you guys after this, I guess. Because I'm definitely going to be time lapsing the next parts after we go to bed. Ending the video while I go to bed.